5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a good day wherever you are in the world. Welcome. Oh, Brasnor became a sub noodle before the stream even begun. So thank you very much, Brasnor. Absolute legend. Hold on, let me get my round of applause sound effects. There it is. Thank you so much, Brasnor, for becoming a member. How you guys all doing? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a good day so far today. It's been a nice chill one so far. I'm actually really excited. I'm recording something for Delicious James later. And I'm really excited. But, I wanted to talk about, the stream that we did yesterday that was super sick. I hope that you guys all enjoyed it. Hello, Froki. Hello, Eric. Hello, Udongi. Hello, Orchard. Hello, Bear. Hello, Banana. Hello, Cherry. Hello, guys. How you all doing? So, yesterday's stream was super sick. I thoroughly enjoyed that. We did the first Then We Fight stream that we've done in a while. Hey, Neptune. Hello, James. How you doing? And it was so sick. It was really great. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. And I'd love to do more Then We Fight streams in the future. Everyone was super supportive as well. So thank you, everyone, for that. Did I update the... Okay, I've updated the gifted leaderboard. I was going to say, is it updated yet? But some people were super supportive as well. It was great. I hope that you all enjoyed it. We haven't done a Then We Fight stream in a very, very long time, so I hope you enjoyed it. Also today, a little bit different. We're not doing a Then We Fight bingo. We're doing a Nuzlocke bingo. So we're gonna do a little bit of a different one today. We're doing a Nuzlocke bingo instead. We haven't done a Nuzlocke video and a little Nuzlocke bingo in I think like over a year. So that's pretty sick. That's pretty exciting. Doing stretches before a session of dodging, not bad. You know, I should stretch more. I don't stretch enough. I should probably stretch more. Yeah, we should do... What's my exercise routines? I do, like, push-pull legs, which is, like, a day of push exercises, which are, you know, mainly, like, chest, shoulder, tricep exercises, and then a day of pull, which is mainly, like, back and bicep exercises, and then legs, you know, your leg day. Your standard leg day. You know, your squats, your leg extensions, your curls, yeah, all of that stuff. I've actually tried to focus more on doing like lower back things as well because I realized my lower back is incredibly weak and not trained. Probably due to poor form on certain things that I have done in the past. So silly me. Oopsie daisy. Gonna fix that now. James, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Also, I have packs. I bought some tins from a local shop recently. And I have some packs, so why don't we crack open a pack for the 5 gifted there? Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Oh god, I hit the wrong. Oh god, what have I done? Okay, I don't know what button I hit, but it wasn't the right one. There we go, I fixed it. Why don't we crack open some packs though? So we have some Journeys Together and some Destined Rivals. What shall we start with? A little bit of Destined Rivals. I still haven't finished Destined Rivals. I need like 4 more cards. And one of them is a random judge card. It's just like a random trainer card that I just haven't found yet. CrossFit? I've always thought about starting CrossFit. Then I look at CrossFit and I'm like, that looks really hard. I feel good knowing you have a weak back. Mine looks like it's been through a war zone after 2 spine surgeries in 4 years. Well, I hope they helped. Oh my god, that must be, I mean, listen, that must be scary. I'm very much someone who's afraid of surgery. When I had my nose surgery, I was terrified. But I hope they helped. Oh yeah, so should we we'll open a Journey together. We'll open a Journey together. I think also, Legend ZA preload is out. So if you pre-ordered Legend ZA on the eShop, you can preload it now. So I have Legend ZA preloaded on my Switch. Let's see, Journey Together, anything good? I'll crack open a pack for every 5 gifted that we may or may not get during the stream. You know, just like a bonus. Let's see, Journey Together, anything sick, anything nice, anything that... Oh, regular Zossian's EX, alright, not bad. It's not bad by any means. I pulled the Lily's Clefairy EX, like the SIR from Journey Together, like when it first came out. And I feel like that's all of my Journey Together luck that's been kind of used up there. Which, you know, fair, honestly, valid. But we have some Journey Together, we have some Destined Rivals that we could potentially open today. Who's going to be my starter? Honestly, I don't know. Any chance you'll open all the extra eggs on a different stream? There are 5,400 eggs. Opening all the extra eggs, I'm not joking, would take me... I would have to stream for probably days. just opening eggs and putting eggs in the game. Like including putting eggs in the game, probably like a few weeks of just streaming that. And I don't mean like a regular 2-hour stream. I mean like a subathon. So probably not. Probably not. Someone asked for like an unlisted video of opening all the extra eggs. I'm like, that is not possible. And I honestly, I agree with Froki. I don't think it would be very entertaining to watch me just open an egg and look at it and be like, yep, that's slacking number 304. All right. I think it's more, how many gifted to do it? 1 million. 1 million gifted. It doesn't sound fun at all for viewing or for me doing it. It does not sound fun. But we will definitely do more like viewer egg streams. We might even do one this weekend with Luke. We might even do like another one this weekend with Luke. And I have a video of that coming out as well at some point in the future. So like there's going to be more of that stuff anyway. But how you guys all doing? Sounds like content. It sounds like bad content, I'm going to be honest. It sounds like really bad content. It's not great. What's your dream Mega Evolution? Mega Arcanine, baby! Let's get Mega Arcanine. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Mega Arcanine. Yeah. Will it happen? Maybe. Honestly, I could see it happening. I would be totally down for that. That would be so sick. I'm glad. Oh, yeah. Did you guys like the Deal or No Deal video? We had a professional voice actor, a.k.a. my friend Dave, doing the voice acting for that. So I hope that you guys like that. I really do like doing the Deal or No Deal videos. So I hope that you like it. I hope that you did. Unfortunately, someone made a mistake in the video, therefore like 90% of the comments are just that mistake. So I don't know if people like, I don't know how people actually felt about the video because, you know, minor spelling mistake equals you lose the argument kind of stuff. So I hope you guys liked it. Oh, I love a good stretch. Ugh. I would say I'd want Maractus to get Mega Evolution, but I don't want Maractus to get a Mega Evolution. I want Maractus to get a regular evolution. That's what I'd want from that. Free engagement. It's just not good though. Like it makes the comment section a little bit useless. It makes the comment section pointless, and there's nothing like. I like reading the comments. So when there's like a minor mistake, you're like, oh, I can't read the comments on this video now. That's so sad. Or you can, but it's like most of them are just like the exact same thing, so you can't really. It's whatever though. It is what it is. It's all right. At the end of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, it is what it is, isn't it? Can't do anything about it. You just got to live with it. Speaking of living with it, Nuzlocke time. Wow. Yeah, Luke used the Terra on his evolution when he wasn't supposed to, and everyone's like, duh. Yeah. Yeah, the stream yesterday was sick, though. It was super good. I really like the Deal or No Deal idea. I hope the video does well so that we can keep doing it in the future as well. You sent Spinarak to the front lines? Flygon HD does. But all right, shall we dive into a wee bit of bingo? I have TikTok, don't you? I think most people do have TikTok. I do have a TikTok. I don't post on it, but I don't post on it anymore. I did used to post on it. I had a few videos that went, you know, the few videos went a little crazy with it. All right. There is the link if you'd like to play the bingo alongside us. I'm going to post some sub-noodle emotes in this nice message too. So I got some big buff noodles. Oh yeah, I got some big buff noodles now. There we go. All right. Shall we dive into a little bit of bingo? I think it's about time. Do I do these streams daily? Not like every day daily, but I do them a lot. I know I stream a little bit early for some people, so sorry about that. At least when Legends DA comes out, we're going to do like nice long streams. So, you know, should be better for a lot of people, especially for the VOD watchers. Oh my God. The VOD watchers are going to be eating so good because we're going to have like really long streams like every day. It's going to be super. It's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick. All right, shall we begin? I love a bit of Flygon HG, and it's been a while since we've reacted to any Flygon HG. So I think it's about time that, oh, hold on. Subscribe to Flygon. There we go, HD. Yo, Brendan, thank you so much for the 18 months. Thank you very much indeed. I'd love to watch the streams, but I'm going to be busy playing it. That's fine. You can have it on in the background, even. Potentially. Have it on in the background. Or watch it afterwards, you know, whatever you like, Okay, let's begin in 5, 4. Banana, thank you so much for the 30 months. Thank you. But spoilers, yeah, well, that way, you get like 5 hours into the game, and then you can start watching the stream from the beginning. That way, you're always like 5 hours ahead. And you don't have to worry about spoilers. Sorted. You can even do it like, you can be like 3 hours ahead. You'd be totally fine. I would imagine. All right, shall we begin? I'll do the actual countdown now. Pokemon Heart Gold, Hardcore Nuzlocke, Poison types only. No items, no overleveling. It's been a while since we've done a Nuzlocke bingo, and I love Flygon's videos. I watch them all the time. So I had to go back 4 months to one that I hadn't watched. Just so that we could have one, you know, that I'm blind on. And I know it's like 13 minutes into it already, but I swear I have not watched this video. It does that sometimes. I watch the intros for the bingo, but I don't watch past that. Speaking of the bingo, if you want to play the bingo, it's a link in the description, at least it should be, unless I forgot, which, you know, solid chance of that happening, honestly. But let's go!
For over 2 decades, the Johto League has been a corrupt establishment that besmirched the reputation of one of the most beautiful regions in all of Pokemon. Think about it. Gym leaders refusing to give out badges.
Disgusting.
Elite Four members with lazy RNG-heavy strategies.
Shoot
and the
them.
willful lack of representing Johto's natural fauna in direct opposition of Article 4, Section 3 in the League Charter.
And it's right there as well. It literally says, and I've read this multiple times, I can tell you exactly what it says. It says, in an effort to promote cultural awareness to all challengers, all League members should have at least minimum 1 Pokemon originally native to the region in which the League resides, exclusive of Pokemon originally discovered in other regions. It's recommended that at least 50% of all League member teams consist of these Pokemon. League trainers should not have more than 2 of the same Pokemon, as this represents a distinct lack of the rich biodiversity that the League wishes to highlight. I don't know, guys. That sounds kind of woke. I think I should just, I just want to use 5 Miltanks.
All spearheaded by a champion who devalues human life in favor of bloody vengeance.
Now okay, I put my hands up. I'm actually on Lance's side there. I respect Lance for doing that. He should actually do more.
They all think they can do whatever they want without any consequences. So it's all gotta go. Tear it all down, start over.
Yeah, all right, so in the bingo, we have a lot of cool stuff in the bingo. We haven't done a Nuzlocke bingo in a while. We've got stuff like specific Pokemon winning boss battles, having 3 Pokemon die because it is a Nuzlocke, deathless gauntlet runs, deathless champions, battles the gym leader with the same amount of Pokemon. So you go into a gym leader battle that has 3 Pokemon with 3 Pokemon, something like that. We got Red HP, but I'm not talking about the character Red, I'm talking about the color. We got no bingo after the first 4 gyms to kind of encourage things, move things along. We got a lot of cool stuff on the bingo.
It's time for a rebellion. We're gonna blow up the Johto League from the inside by assembling a squad of rebels and becoming champions. My team's gonna need to be scrappy. They can't be afraid to get their hands dirty. Rebellion isn't for the faint of heart. So it's only logical that they'll have to be poison types. If you don't think about it too hard. My first team...
No, it makes complete sense because if you think about it, the poison in and of itself is the corruption that's seeped into the heart of the people that rule over the region. Those that make the rules are the true poisoned ones. And the only one that can expel the poison is the pure poison, the pure of heart. The Arbok, the Nidokings. I'm making all this up. None of it makes sense. I'm just yapping at this point.
Mate is a Spinarak from Route 30, and as the very first freedom fighter, he'll be invaluable. A symbol of the rebellion, a leader for all others to look up to. His name is PETA. Now the current
Peter. Hey, Peter.
An issue with PETA is that he is at level 2, and with a low base power Poison Sting as his only attacking move, anything that can fight back will be able to easily take him out, including even a level 2 Caterpie. What PETA needs...
Yeah, it's not really an ideal start. At least I do know that Spinarak gets Nightshade. And at higher levels, if you still have Ariados at the higher levels, then yeah, I mean, that's going to be pretty sick.
Needs is the Pokemon version.
Oh, anything that says like Ariados or Arbok or like a specific Pokemon winning a battle, this also counts if the pre-evolution wins the battle. I'll also count the pre-evolution.
Of a hapless potato sack that he can smack around without any risk of getting hit back. And
why all those potatoes got Flygon HG and a mustache
thankfully, Metapods on Route 30 fill that role to a T. Of course, anytime I run into a Pokemon that isn't a Metapod, I'll need to run away before they kill us, which isn't exactly guaranteed given PETA's remarkably low speed stat. Frankly,
oh God, imagine you have to restart a run because your Spinarak can run away from a Cappy.
The odds of PETA getting killed before we find even a single Metapod are not in his favor. But with a little luck, we find the pod, PETA gets his very first kill, and he grows to level 3.
Yeah, let's go, Peter! I always knew he could do it. I didn't think he could. I was lying. I was totally lying. I didn't think he could do it. I thought he'd die quickly, actually.
Oh, yeah. PETA's really cooking with gas now. He's tasted his first drop of blood and is on his way to becoming a full-blown revolutionary. After assassinating just a few more Metapods, the Wriggly Caterpies are no longer a threat. By level 8, he's even taking on his natural predators. Oh, how far the young lad has already come. And so, at level 10, PETA's ready to graduate from field training and move on to his first solo mission, taking out youngster Mikey. All in all,
Nuzlocke where Nuzleaf nuzzles you and locks you up in his love dungeon.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What? Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. I would never like to do a Nuzleaf Nuzlocke if that is what happens in it. I'm good, actually. That's fine. The only rebellion flag I respect is the Straw Hats pirated flag. Okay, I respect the fact that you love One Piece, and I love One Piece. But that does imply that you watch Star Wars and you think, you know what? I think the Empire's right.
It's a painless endeavor. PETA doesn't even flinch as his 2 civilian marks fall to just a few hits apiece. And on the other side of Mikey,
how is a Spinarak gonna beat Falconer?
Is an opportunity to recruit a few more soldiers for our cause. From Route 31,
he's gonna get eaten.
Oh,
Bellsprout. Okay, well, this is also gonna get consumed immediately.
Route. From Dark Cave, Katniss the Zubat, and...
Oh, never mind Zubat. Well, Zubat's just gonna be a Zubat. It's not gonna be particularly useful in Falconer's gym, is it?
From Sprout Tower, Rue the Ghastly, the latter of whom will all but single-handedly ensure that we can defeat the first gym leader, Falconer. His lead Pidgey has no way to hit Rue for damage, though we too have no way to hit...
Oh, he has a Gengar. Okay, the Gengar play, I don't even know why I forgot about it, because I remember playing Crystal and playing the original games and spending so long trying to find Ghastly in that area.
Him. So the plan is to whittle the tiny bird down with poison stings from PETA in the hopes of getting a poison before he dies.
Yeah, Crobat and Gengar are going to be huge in this.
It's not...
I mean, I hope they don't die. I would assume... Wait, okay. Here's my question for Flygon here. He's not here. He's actually not here. If the Pokemon dies, are you allowed to recapture that same evolution line in a separate area, or are you banned from using that ever again? Because you could find Haunter, Ghastly, Gengar in different areas. So if it dies and then you're like, oh, well, I really need that Gengar. Could you go and get another one? I would assume maybe not, actually.
The best plan, since in theory, Poison Sting only has a 30% chance to poison, but in reality, I swear that's closer to like 80%. And if you ignore basic statistical analysis, that's indubitably supported by getting the poison on our very first hit.
Ooh, Peter! Nice bloody start.
So with that, I can switch to Rue.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't mark off that middle spot yet. Of course I'm subscribed to Flygon HG. What kind of stupid idiot wouldn't be subscribed to Flygon HG?
And spam Spite until PETA's toxins slowly and painfully drain the life from Pidgey's body until he's nothing more than a motionless pile of cartilage and feathers. Rebellion is not for the faint of heart. With Rue out at full HP against Falconer's Pidgeot...
Wait. Oh. I just realized this is a Hunger Games naming scheme, isn't it?
So I can enact my plan. Clicking Curse. Rue's faster than Pidgeot,
oh,
so she's guaranteed to get it off, but...
Oh, this might be a sack, though, because of the gust. The gust could be huge.
This is risking her life to a critical hit gust. So as Faulkner's ace fires off his attack, I hold my breath to see if Rue becomes the first soldier to die for our cause. But with 6 HP...
Oh, all right, brilliant! No crate, brilliant, huge. Brian, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. We're opening a pack every 5 gifted, so thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. Thank you very much indeed. Can we get Judge? I still need Judge out of this. It's just a regular trainer card. I can't believe I haven't gotten it yet. It's just bloody... How hard could it possibly be to pull a Judge? This is ridiculous. I can't believe I haven't gotten one yet. I need like 4 more cards in this set, and one of them is like the most easy to find one, or at least should be. Ah, man! What a shame. What a shame. What a bloody shame. Unfortunate. That is red HP on the bingo board, though, and I believe it is also... Yeah, we got poison as well because we poisoned the Pidgey.
That's lives. Huge. So from here, I can switch out to Katniss, and then it's just a matter of supplementing the curse damage with a few bites. I fear that we're in it for the long haul, as Pidgeotto goes for a roost, but with a critical hit, we bring our foe down into the red, and then Rue gets the last laugh as Curse knocks out Faulkner's ace and wins us the very first gym badge of our journey.
Curse is so good. It's 25% of the opponent's health every single turn, in exchange for 50% of yours. That's so good.
Before leaving Violet City for good, Professor Elm's aide gives me a free egg, which I mean is huge in this economy.
Am I right, guys? The price of eggs. Guys, the price of eggs! Oh my god. I bought a 6-pack yesterday, remortgaged my house. Had to. Sold my cat, too. Oh, this is great. We're getting so much off the checklist. Wait, hold on. I want to read what else is on the bloody checklist. Fill the editor's food bowl and perfectly cook fish.
Up to Azalea Town, where there's little to do besides take on Bugsy. Yet another Violet...
Why is the edit in a dungeon? What do you mean, why is the edit in a dungeon? How else are they supposed to edit the videos?
Of A4S3. Taking out his mighty Scyther will mostly be Katniss's responsibility.
I mean, this should be easy. Quad resist bug?
After eating a Leer, does solid damage with wing attack, but not wanting to eat an essentially
never mind, not that much.
quick attack, I make sure to switch to Rue. Scyther then sets up a focus energy, which means that she can rip a Nightshade that triggers our foe's Citrus Berry.
But it has wing attack, though. Oh, this could be risky. Wait, are we baiting the Fury car? Switch back into Zubat?
And then Scyther uses U-turn, which, despite being quad resisted, does 50 freaking %.
Wow! That is huge!
Before Kakuna comes in and tanks the Nightshade. This grants me a fairly safe...
That's fine, though, because he's not got the focus energy anymore.
Switch back to Katniss,
That's actually good.
Who shrugs off a Poison Sting and gets the KO with a wing attack, bringing Scyther back in. This time, she immediately rips a quick attack before our wing attack frustratingly leaves our foe with just a sliver. As Bugsy opts for a super potion, I too heal up with a roost. A focus energy means that we can get off a wing attack for free, though after...
Oh my god, I just realized it's actually kind of insane that both of the gym leaders at the start of the game both have roost. They both have a way to heal themselves. It's actually a little bit more difficult than I gave them credit for originally. I'll give 5 and like all shorts if you do another bingo today. I don't have another bingo today already, unfortunately. I don't really have... I guess I do have some shorts. I haven't voted a short in a long time. Do we only mark off berry use if we use one? Yeah, that's what I was going for. It doesn't necessarily say it. I'm sorry about that, but that's what I was going for. Was like the items as if you use the item or like the player uses the item.
After eating a quick attack,
I guess we could count it because a berry has been used. You know what? I'll count it anyway. I'll count it anyway.
Another hit one.
Because I didn't necessarily say it wasn't supposed to be like that. Brian, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. Another pack to crack. Here we go. Surely Judge will be in this one. Surely Judge won't be running away from me again. Banana with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Big fat 10 gifters. I guess we'll crack open a couple more. No way! Oh my god, pop out with a $50? Jesus.
Bro!
I got a hot OEX.
Has anyone ever told you that you're kinda built like a Sork?
I'm not gonna fall for it.
Muscular.
I'm not falling for it. I know this is you can't make me fall for it. Oh, Sork, Sork these nuts. Yo, Papa, thank you so much for the $50. Lean but muscular, you know? Yeah. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted banana. Should we just crack them all? I super chat still counts, right? A super chat still counts. You know, Rich takes his shirt off when there's a big gift. Does this look like Raid Away Plus? This is not Raid Away Plus. I think we'll crack them all. That the $50 super chat, I think, you know what? We'll crack them for that. We'll crack them for that. Thank you so much, everyone, by the way. Oh, journey together. Oh, nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Okay, hold on. We have another journey together, and we have 2 Destined Rivals. You know what I'll do? I'll make the Giga Pack. I'll crack them all open. I'll get rid of some of the fluff, like the energy and the code cards, and I'll stack them so it becomes a Giga Pack. I don't look that different to Raid Away Plus. Yeah, I look well different to Raid Away Plus. We don't have any Okay, we both wear glasses. That's it. That's where the similarities end between me and Rich. I mean, he's so handsome and dreamy and strong. Have you seen Rich lift weights? He's so strong. And he's taller. He's not tall. All right, guys. I'm taller than Rich, guys. I'll just say I'm taller than Rich. Papa, thank you so much for the 10.
Welsh independence when?
I don't know. Couple years. Give it a couple years. All right, here we go. The Giga Pack. I don't even know what order I put them in. I think this is Destined Rivals. Yeah, this is Destined Rivals. I think it's double Destined Rivals and then Journey Together. Come on. Give us something. Okay. That's not nothing. Is this might be the Journey Together, actually. Oh, I think this is the Journey Together. Come on, Maractus. I love you, Maractus. You know how much I love you, Maractus. Come on. Oh, I like that Volto. That Volto bar is really nice. Hop Snorlax. Come on, one more pack. You know, Great British Bake Off is back on, and I'm really excited to watch it. I love Great British Bake Off. All right, hang about. Okay, we got Team Rocket's Factory. Ogapon. Relium. Come on, please. Give me something. Give me something here. Wait, was that? Where did my hit go? Oh. I discarded the hit. I'm so glad it wasn't. Could you imagine? I discarded the hit and it was something big. Oh my god. According to Dylan, Rich had a micro. Had. Yeah, he had. He doesn't anymore. All right. You are 6'4". I'm not. Okay, I'm not 6'4". I'm not 6'4". All right, boom. I'm 6'1". So not crazy. I didn't realize that, and this blew my mind. I didn't know that I found this out last year. It's still like it's blown my mind to this day that I didn't realize I was taller than Shady. I guess Shady is a man of presence. You know, he's a man of presence. When you expect Shady to be like absolutely massive. I mean, he is tall. Shady is tall. I just imagine him be taller than everyone. I don't know. It just feels like he is. It just feels like Shady should be taller than everyone because his presence carries him.
Again leave Scyther in the red. So now I could risk the critical hit, but I've seen far too many of those in my day, and it's way too early in the campaign to lose a soldier like Katniss. So instead, I switch back to Rue.
No, Katniss is the main character. If Katniss dies, then what do we have left?
This should hopefully bait U-turn, so I now bring Katniss back in, as Scyther plays ball and does indeed U-turn out into Metapod.
Even for quad resistance, that is doing a lot of damage.
Letting us get back to nearly full HP via Roost before taking the KO with a wing attack and ensuring our victory.
I wonder if he's just going to go full Crobat as soon as he gets a Golbat. That would be the smart thing to do, right? Just to get the most stats.
Bugsy's huggable.
Unless there's a move that you really need to wait for. But honestly, I don't know if there is.
Ace comes out for the very last time, and all she can do is set up another focus energy before our wing attack finally takes the KO. Thanks to an incredible performance from Katniss, badge number 2 is ours. Man, I can't tell you how many times I've struggled through this Bugsy fight. And as fun as these challenges still are, even I need to change things up from time to time.
Oh, wait, are we gonna get it?
I'm super excited
Hold.
about the sponsor of this video,
Yes!
Wildbound.
Yes!
Wildbound is an upcoming monster
I
taming
love sponsor!
RPG with a modern open world
Woo!
approach that just launched their Kickstarter campaign.
Look at that mushroom
the
thing!
6-person development team behind Wildbound has spared
6
no
person.
expense.
That is a really small team for a full-fledged
And
game.
a lot of what I love about Pokemon is also featured here, like 200 unique wilds. Look
200 of them?
That evolve
Nah,
into
no
stronger
way.
forms, and a strategic
Okay, that's pretty sick.
turn-based combat system centered around 18 elements with their own intricate interactions.
Oh my God,
But
that
it's
attack
the
animation.
differences that make Wildbound special and are what excite me the most. Like how the player collects DNA from fallen wilds and reanimates them to fight in battle, which is
What?
thematically perfect for the game's
Okay, that's
built-in
kinda sick.
hardcore Nuzlocke.
Listen, I'm a big fan of like undead lich kind of themes in RPGs. So resurrecting something from the dead's right up my alley.
Challenge mode that also features universal level scaling as you progress
Listen, if an RPG has like a necromancer or a summoner class or a way to play it like that, that's how I play. I love to make minions do
through
everything.
both the main quest line and countless rich side stories. Wildbound also has unique replayability, as players can choose to start in any one of Avium's 4 regions that all unlock distinct
4?
wild storylines
Nah, you're
and
pulling me leg.
challenges. Wildbound is planning to launch on Steam, Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and the Switch 2, all with
Wow.
seamless multiplayer. But in order to do so, they need our help. So if you're interested in seeing Wildbound come to life, you can use my link to check out the Wildbound Kickstarter that's live now, featuring
It's live
rewards
now?
such as alpha access.
Oh, actually, you know, to be fair, this is 4 months old. I wonder if the... Oh. That's really sad, actually. That's really
in
sad.
2026, exclusive astral mounts, and more. Thanks so much to Wildbound for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the challenge.
Damn, that's really sad.
Azalea Town has one more threat.
They got a letter from Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't own monster catchers. I don't think it was because of Nintendo.
In the form of our rival Snow, who admittedly doesn't really fit into the narrative I've constructed, but whatever. Although Katniss can outspeed in one shot.
You can make monster catchers, Chad. It's fine. Look at there's a new Digimon game that is like exactly that.
Snow's
And
lead
it's
Ghastly
fine.
with a bite. The rest of his team is excruciatingly painful to deal with, especially since half of my squad is weak to fire type attacks from his Quilava. Fortunately, Snow seems to favor spamming Smokescreen over doing damage with Ember, though that obviously comes with its own frustrations. Nevertheless, I make a slight gamble by having Rue fire off another curse, so after a switch back to Katniss, Quilava goes down without too much of an issue. That just leaves Snow with his own
And
Zubat.
that curse did like over 25% damage there. That was a lot.
And since we have Wing Attack while he does not, you'd think this would be pretty straightforward, but Quilava was able to get off a Smokescreen on Katniss before going down, and as a result, we miss our first Wing Attack, letting
Ooh,
Zubat
tough.
connect with a 55% accurate Supersonic, which has a strong case for the most irritating move in the entire damn game. So what happens next is 4 full minutes of switching around and attempting to get off damage before Zubat, without fail, connects with Supersonic after Supersonic. And
Damn, it's a 55% chance to land that
a
move.
critical hit bite. God forbid I try to hit a sleep powder.
Wow. This is the luckiest Zubat I've ever seen.
Though. But eventually, Katniss can get the KO, and with that, we're free to enter Ilex Forest, where our 5th teammate awaits, Plutarch the Oddish. The little weirdo will mostly be on the sidelines, but eventually his time to aid the rebellion will come. And when
Oh, we like Valplume, right?
it
Chat?
does, he'll need to be ready. Johto's capital city of Goldenrod houses the greatest
Wait, Goldenrod's the capital city of Johto? Am I stupid? I didn't know that.
threat to our journey so far, but it also provides us with an opportunity to recruit an additional 3 new teammates. North of the city from Route 35 and 36, I get Wyrus and Beatty, the female and male Nidorans respectively, who I
Nice.
personally consider different encounters.
It's really cute when you use both of them on the same team, having a Nidoking and a Nido Queen.
Both
Actually, you could have a Nidoking and a Nidoking. You know what? Who said that the kings had to be straight?
immediately evolve into their separate middle stage forms, providing my
I would assume that all the regions have capital cities, right? I mean, like, if you think about it, a lot a lot of smaller areas within countries will have capitals. Like American states will have capitals, and obviously the countries within the United Kingdom all have capitals, as well as the capital of the United Kingdom being London. The Scotland's capital is Edinburgh, although Scotland is a country in and of itself.
Ragtag group of rebels a marginal increase in power. Then our third new encounter is a purchase from Goldenrod City's game corner, a lonely Ekans named Joanna, who by
Yes! There's the Ekans! Okay, this is big for the bingo.
the grace of Arceus actually has the ability Intimidate. It feels like it's been a lifetime since I've actually gotten Intimidate in a 50-50 coin flip. Joanna will be critical to defeating the third gym leader Whitney, perhaps the single most egregious example of the Johto League's corruption. In what world is this petulant, emotional child fit to be a gym leader? She's an insult to everything the league is supposed to stand for.
Oh my god.
Though even so, I cannot afford to let my guard down.
Oh my. Oh, we had a miss. We had a miss on the sleep powder earlier. I missed it. We missed Oh, man. Oh, who's writing this one? Who's writing this video? It's doing a terrible job.
For Miltank's violent proclivities are well documented, and unless I want to be another victim on a long list of lost souls, I have to play this.
And we have a full team of 6. All right. Boom. Mocked off on the bingo as well.
Smart. First is Whitney's Clefairy, so I lead with Beatty, hoping to get a quick 2-hit KO with super effective double kicks. But before an attack even goes off, I realize that I've made a mistake. Since double kick hits twice, that means that there's a second chance to trigger Clefairy's cute charm.
Nah, that won't happen. I think he's used up all the bad luck on that Zubat
which would
fight.
leave Beatty infatuated and likely immobilized. So much for playing smart. To get around this, I decide to first hit Clefairy with a Leer as she rolls the dice via metronome and comes up short with a Swallow. On the following turn, Beatty rips a double kick.
so you're telling me Clefairy went, uh-oh, gulp. That's all it did.
Immediately triggering Cute Charm, and
finds a shiny in the corner. Yeah, finds a shiny up here is a rough one. Like, I put finds a shiny on the board because I would be so devastated if he did find a shiny and I didn't have it on the board. So it's mostly just there as like, I know it's tough, but like if it happened and it wasn't there, I'd feel really bad. But in the top left, yeah, that's a tough one. That might hurt quite a bit.
KO. The little fairy then retaliates with a limp 2 hits from Double Slap. Since our poison point didn't trigger, Whitney will now heal, so I switch to Wyrus, who with her rivalry ability, gets a boost to her attacks when facing off against female Pokemon, but a nerf when facing males. So this fight is actually one of the few matchups where rivalry is a blessing, and with that boost, it's enough to get a clean KO with 2 hits from Double Kick, bringing Whitney down to her second and scariest Pokemon. Miltank immediately goes for damage, and thankfully Wyrus dodges the flinch to hit her with a Growl. So now it's time to avoid some critical hits.
Oh, we did also miss Confusion. That's true. We did miss Confusion before. I need to mark it off as well.
Hoping that it'll bait Miltank into going for Attract, which would grant a safe switch to Joanna to get off and Intimidate. Sadly, it doesn't work, but...
Let's go, Joanna! Come on, win the fight. That's on the bingo spot if he wins the fight.
Joanna successfully dodges 2 critical hits to get off a Screech, thereby dropping Miltank's defenses by 2 full stages.
Good job.
This is already huge, but I decide to press my luck just a little bit more.
Oh no.
Joanna eats another critical hitless stomp, and by dodging another flinch, she can nail Miltank with a second zoom lens boosted Screech. Great performance, Joanna. Now it's time to bring...
He's got the zoom lens to make sure it doesn't miss. Oh, you know, I respect it. Sometimes you gotta go all the way. Zoom lens increase in accuracy because, of course, Screech has low accuracy. Because, you know, you can dodge sound waves quite easily, actually.
Back in. Even at -2, Stomp is doing a solid chunk of damage. But as long as Miltank doesn't get a critical hit...
Oh my god, don't say that! I'm just hovering over crit KOs in the bingo right now. I'm just ready.
We've got this in the back.
No!
Holy shit.
Jesus.
It's undeniable that we're getting quite lucky. No flinches and survive.
It's got a Lumberry as well.
Miltank's sole critical hit. Unfortunately, though, we're not done. I have to switch to Wyrus as Whitney heals.
Oh my god, there's so much. It's ridiculous. This Miltank has a Lumberry to cure from statuses. It's also got 2 ways it can heal. It's got potions and it's got its own healing move.
Stomp fails to get the flinch, so our rivalry boosted double kick brings the bovine down all the way into the red.
It just won't die. It refuses to die. Rogue, thank you so much for the 2 months.
All we need is one last hit. Stomp comes out.
Oh no. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
And Wyrus connects with a final double kick to net us an unexpectedly deathless victory. Whitney.
All right, that is 3 deathless gym battles. So we just need 1 more deathless gym battle for a bingo spot there. And we're almost at the 4th gym, so we might get the bottom left quite easily in a second as well.
Usual temper
In fact, if we get no bingo after the 4th gym, and then 1 Pokemon dies afterwards, that's bingo.
And without any regulation or consequences for this, there's nothing I can do but wait for her to cool down. Eventually, the badge is mine, and the soothing sound of Ecruteak City confirms that my team and I have successfully made it to the mid-game completely tragedy-free. Here I get just 1 more teammate, a gentle coughing named Lucy Gray from the Burn Tower. And with the new level cap of 25, everyone but our most recent recruit is finally able
Arbok, Aridos! Oh, they're gonna be great for the bingos.
Our team a much-needed upgrade. In fact, Katniss manages to evolve twice, becoming the true face of the rebellion. No offense, PETA, and what better way to announce her arrival than with a dominant sweep of Morty's ghost types?
All right, all we need is 1 more deathless.
Fight one-shots all of his
gym
Pokemon,
battle.
save for the Gengar, who's nullified by a held Chesto Berry in case Hypnosis connects, which it doesn't.
Huge. Okay. It had the Chesto Berry, so it was no problem.
A Citrus Berry means that Morty's ace actually survives a second bite, but since he merely wastes a turn going for Mean Look, 2 more bites post-Hyper Potion result in a damageless victory.
Oh, not only was it deathless, it was bloody damageless as well. All right, no bingo after the first 4 gyms, but we also got 4 deathless gym battles as well. Very, very good. Very good indeed.
Well, I guess it's not completely damageless.
Sorry, it's not actually over yet. Hold on.
Damageless because Haunter uses a priority Sucker Punch for 12 whole damage before we get the K out.
Come on, man.
Regardless, that's badge number 4. Now,
all right, nice. All right, well, we got those
the
spots
5th
then.
gym leader lies across Johto's bright blue seas in Cyanwood City. So I need a Pokemon that can learn Surf. And to do that, we'll need a fishing rod, which I can get from the fishermen in Olivine City. Whoops, wrong house. The good rod is a gift from the other.
No bingo after the first. Oh, sorry. Okay, the way I wrote it was like silly. So okay, the way I wrote it when I was thinking about this, I was like, no bingo after the first 4 gyms. Like, there's not been a bingo after the first 4 gyms. But okay, that reads weirdly. In my head, that makes sense. So it's been after the first 4 gyms, no bingo. I guess I should like flip it around. But what I meant was we didn't get a bingo before the first 4 gyms were completed. So after the first 4 gyms are completed, there's not been a bingo. You take that. You take it off. You know what I mean?
Fishermen in Olivine City. I wonder if those 2 are friends or enemies, or maybe frenemies.
Or maybe they like to kiss.
Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. But
what is he fishing?
What happens when you teach?
Why was there police sirens behind it?
Teach 2 men to fish? Chaos, heartbreak, drama. The hit new series, Fishing Rivals, premieres Tuesday at 8/7 Central on...
What? Fishing Rivals?
CBS.
I would watch this. Because it's going to be like those over-dramatized American TV shows. He's like, well, I caught the biggest tuna that he's ever seen, but he denied me. He denied me my tuna, and now we're rivals forever. I can just imagine the sound effects, the intense music in the background, I can't believe he's doing this. I can't believe I'm about to do this. He's going to regret the day that he crossed me.
With the good rod, I have a very...
And it's just like catching fish. They just go fishing, and that's kind of it.
Good chance of fishing up a Tentacool back in Newbark Town. It takes just...
American TV shows are kind of funny to watch. Like, it's a little bit too much sometimes. Like, I love... I don't know how many American shows that are like the British ones, like Bake Off or something like that. They're just like more down to earth and normal. That aren't like overly dramatized with intense music in the background and constant arguments. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but like the most popular ones, the most popular American shows from what I saw, I have seen, is the really, really dramatic ones with like it's always got the music. Oh, and you know what that just made me think of? American political ads are absolutely insane. I cannot believe it. Every time I watch one, I'm like, this is a parody. This can't be real. It's always something along the lines of, I need some dramatic music. Oh, let me just type in American political ad music. Copyright free. Let's see if anything crazy pops up. It's always got music like this. For some reason, it's like really dramatic. For some reason, it's like, I was in the army for 15 years. It shows like a fighter jet, and it's like, so I know how to take on the toughest opponents. And if you elect me to Congress, I'll do the things that I say I'm gonna do. And I won't let anyone else tell me I'm not gonna do it, because I will, because I was in the army, and I'm a firefighter, and I love my family, and I have 3 kids and 16 guns. For some reason, they're like all like that. Whereas, I don't know, I don't really see many political ads in the UK, but it's more so like, it's very like low key and just like, hey, we want to like help out, I think.
Just 2 pulls to...
I always think when I watch one of them, I'm like, this is not real. This has to be a joke. Like, they have to be joking. It's like really, it's just like really high level irony.
Tag Finnick the Tentacool, who will be invaluable as our run continues. While I'm here, I decide to swing by Route 32 in the hopes of fishing up a quillfish, though with a measly 2% encounter rate, we could be here for a long time.
I'm sorry I got so distracted. I watched one recently. And it was so dumb. It was so dumb.
Okay,
I just watched one.
Patterrz for president.
No, don't elect me. That's not supposed to make you want to elect someone. It's dumb. It's like a comedy show. Why? No, it's silly. It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb. That's supposed to make you kind of disgusted in a way. You know, a little bit put off. The vibes are bad. You're not supposed to vote for someone like that.
Completely unedited. I can't believe that happened. Remember training PETA against all those metapods? Yeah, those guys had a 10% encounter rate, and it literally took me 23 attempts to find the first one. So wow. This is like a massive time saver. Welcome to the resistance, Maisley. A modest nature isn't exactly ideal for what's ostensibly a physical attacker, but Maisley more than makes up for it with her own unique je ne sais quoi.
Aww. Ugh, the eyes are a bit scary.
Meathead Chuck is Cyanwood City's gym leader.
Do you think in the Pokemon world, the people that specialize specifically in cutting up quillfish for consumption, because if you do it wrong, you'll die, like the blowfish, you know, when they cut like the poison gland of the blowfish and rich people eat it? Do you think there's people that do that?
And his 2 fighting types have pretty lousy matchups against most of my poison types. I decide to lead with Maisley so that she can lay down a layer of toxic spikes against Primeape to better deal with Poliwrath. The downside of this is that it lets Primeape set up a double team for free. I was hoping to mitigate that with a zoom lens, but it turns out Maisley is actually faster than Primeape, rendering our held item completely useless. Fortunately, Maisley decided to lock in by connecting with a Surf before Primeape sets up a second double team. And then, after going for another layer of toxic spikes and Maisley, rock slide, her second Surf connects as well. Maisley might very well be the world's luckiest quillfish.
Let's go, Maisley. This thing's a legend.
Talents are being wasted here. What she should really be doing is helping a hardened detective solve crimes in a weekly police procedural. Where there's a quill, there's a way. Thursdays on CBS.
Oh, when I was young, this always confused me as well. When they'd show like the times for things, but they'd have like 2 different times. And I'd always think to myself, I'd be like, why? How can you have 2 times? That doesn't make sense. Because I haven't fully grasped the comprehension of a time zone yet. I didn't know that was. I was like, well, why would you have 2 times?
Joanna comes in to intimidate Poliwrath, and then Plutarch can use Mega Drain and Toxic Residual to safely defeat Chuck's ace and win us badge number 5. Killing the red...
Good job. All right, so we haven't had a boss battle, at least from what we've seen, won by Ariados or Arbok yet. I'm still hoping that is going to come at some point.
Gyarados sets off the Team Rocket plotline, featuring several confusingly low-leveled mini-boss fights in Rocket Hideout. Regardless, this part...
Oh, wait. Okay, does that count? I think Arbok just won a boss fight. That was the double fight. That was the double battle boss fight, right? I think Arbok just won that. All right, good job, Arbok. Well done.
Never made any sense to me.
Finds a shiny. Oh. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't think about that. No, it's a shiny. It is a shiny. Yep. Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't even think about that at all. Of course he's going to find a shiny. It's bloody hot gold soul silver.
Why would a Murkrow be able to perfectly
Silly
mimic
me.
Petrol's voice? Does Nintendo not know what a parrot is? Or is this some sort of special Murkrow with the powers of human speech? Murkrow Murders, Mondays on CBS. After clearing through Rocket Hideout.
Murkrow Murders. Wait, I love that. Because obviously, like, a group of them is a murder of Murkrow. But then you also have, like, it's also like a crime scene thing, you know? It's almost like, oh, who did it?
But before heading to Radio Tower, we have 2 quick gym badges to collect. Against Price, Rue uses a few Thunderbolts to take out Seal and Dewgong before Finnick drowns Piloswine with a Choice Spec Surf. Against Jasmine, Joanna kills the 2 Magnamites with a single dig apiece, and then this time it's Maisley who comes in to take the final KO with a Choice Spec Surf.
Choice Spec Surf? Nice!
While thwarting Team Rocket back in Goldenrod City, Lucy Gray evolves into the bulky Weezing, just in time to watch her teammate murder an entire flock of her own kind.
She didn't see it. It's
Rival
fine.
Snow remains a relentless presence on our quest, but continually proves to be nothing more than a nuisance. Confusions from Golbat, paralysis, and confusions from
Oh, wait, Paralysis mocked off in the bingos as well. Paralysis, we got it.
Curses from Haunter. He's a cool guy. This is really fun. It isn't long until we've made it to the fight against Team Rocket's new leader, Archer, and like Giovanni before him, he's easily dispatched by a halfway decent water type. 3 surfs from Maisley, and Team Rocket has been roundly defeated. So now we can head
Good job, Maisley. This thing's doing so
back
good.
to Blackthorn City, where Johto's other petulant gym leader awaits. As usual, Claire's Kingdra is the main threat, with her sniper ability ensuring that 1 critical hit will be all it takes to get the clean KO. Against Gyarados, I have Maisley set up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes before switching into Rue on a Dragon Rage.
T-Bolt. Oh, but it doesn't have a lot of HP there. I'm surprised he doesn't have the trait evolutions turned off. You know, usually that's a thing where you turn off trade evolutions. But I guess not today.
And then get the quick kill with a Thunderbolt, bringing in the first of Claire's Dragonaires. Wait, that rhymes. Is that why her name is Claire? Anyways, I'm hoping that an Ice Beam from
Because so she has Dragonair?
Finnick is enough to get the KO on the Serpent siblings, but it isn't. However, since the first Dragonair just uses Thunder Wave, which gets healed by Finnick's held Cherry Berry, this does result in using up one of Claire's Hyper Potions. Against the second Dragonair, however, Finnick does get permanently paralyzed, though a lucky dodge from Slam ensures that my sneaky squid is still at nearly full HP as Kingdra comes in last. Claire decides to play dirty by immediately
Toxic Spikes is so good.
using a smoke screen. Shocker.
I like how hardcore Nuzlocke really give you a reason to use all these obscure moves that you'd usually only use in like a competitive battle. Like Toxic Spikes in a gym battle? That's a great idea.
The result is that Finnick is now trying to hit through paralysis and accuracy drops. After also tanking a Dragon Pulse, Finnick goes 0 for 2 and puts me in a pretty tough spot. I decide to switch to Katniss, who takes massive damage from another Dragon Pulse, but at this point, Maisley's spikes are doing respectable chip to Kingdra. I use Roost for a turn, which lets Katniss survive.
I wonder if Hydro Pump crit would kill, wouldn't it? It's so funny. Just one kill needs to happen for Bingo. Just a single kill. I'm honestly surprised that hasn't happened yet.
A critical hitless Hydro Pump as the Toxic Residual now brings Kingdra into the yellow, triggering her held Citrus Berry. So on the next turn, Katniss takes flight. The hope is that one last turn of toxic damage is enough to bring our foe into range of a KO. But before that, I gaze up at the symbol of our rebellion, free amidst the clouds. For but a moment, there's a beautiful stillness to the world. And it's this
Oh no, is she gonna miss?
This moment, Katniss soaring through the sky. This is the moment worth remembering, not what happens next.
Oh, what? No! No! No!
Katniss gave everything she could.
No!
And though it wasn't enough to save her life, it was enough to get us the victory. The
She
8th
sacrificed herself valiantly to get us Number Wang, aka Bingo. Oh god, it feels wrong to celebrate on this. It feels wrong to be celebrating and be like, oh guys, we got Bingo, wow, because Katniss is dead. That's a heartbreaker. An absolute heartbreaker. What a shame. What an absolute shame. All right. We got ourselves bingo, chat. Any dodgers, any matchers, any gifters. We've just hit bingo. It's taken a long time for this purchase to go through. Yo, Bear, thank you so much to the 5 gifted members. Eric, thank you very much to the 5 gifted members as well. We got ourselves bingo. That's a 5 gifted membership from me as well. It feels wrong. It feels quite sad to be celebrating in such a sad moment. But thank you so much to Eric and Bear for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much indeed. And Lizzie, thank you for the gifted membership, Lizzie, as well. It's pack time. I am out. I have run out of packs. I am out. I wish I had more. But I will be getting more tomorrow because Mega Evolution releases in the UK tomorrow. So my Mega Evolution booster box and ETB should be coming tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have more to open. We'll have a lot of cards to open. Hopefully we'll have a lot. We'll see. Sean, thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. What a legend, Sean. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. I got me cup of tea here. Thank you very much to Sean, Eric, Bear, and Lizzie for the support there. And of course, now we have to pay our respects, quite sadly, to Katniss, the Crobat.
And through Katniss's sacrifice, the rebellion is on its way to the Pokemon League. Soon we'll all be flying through the clouds, free from the shackles of tyranny, and we'll have Katniss to thank for it. But before...
Sag. And Pika Dragon as well. Thank you for the 5 gifted Pika Dragon. Thank you very much. That was very generous of you. Thank you, Pika Dragon. Everyone say thank you, Pika Dragon. And to all of the gifters. Incredibly generous.
We're facing off against the Elite Four. We have another challenge, proving our worth to the Kimono Girls of Ecruteak City. And as we stand now, my team is not prepared for the onslaught of all 5 evolutions that's coming our way. No, we need to power up.
I'll be all right.
Specifically, I have 4 teammates that need evolution stones to be at their full potential. But in order to get them, we need to enter the Pokeathlon. And oh boy, if you thought the corruption of the Johto League was bad, the insidious practices of the Pokeathlon make Lance look like Mr. Rogers. Referees paid off to reward arbitrary points, 0 safety measures across every event, a complete disregard for concussion protocols. I haven't seen
that Onyx just absolutely clobbered a Weeping Bell.
This level of disregard for the general well-being of athletes since, well, the entire history of the NFL. It's no wonder that my team can't win the stamina course. The odds are stacked against us at every turn. But even in failure, we can still slowly accrue our share of points. And with enough patience, I can get the 2 leaf stones needed to evolve Plutarch and Haymitch, as well as the 2 moonstones needed to evolve
I wonder how much grinding it takes you to get 4 evolution stones.
Wyrus and Beatty. So now we've got more than enough.
All right, hey! They got Nidoqueen and Nidoqueen on the team at the same time. That makes me happy. That should have been a bingo spot, actually. I can't believe I forgot that.
Power to handle the Kimono sister.
Well, I didn't forget it. I just didn't put it on.
Hopefully. I'm leading with Peta. Remember him? Because he's our answer to now...
Do Kimono Girls count as a boss battle? You know what? I think they do. I actually think they do count as a boss battle. All right, if Ariados wins this boss battle, that's a bingo spot.
Goes Speedy Espeon, but first is Zuki's Umbreon.
All right, never mind. Swapped out. Oh, it's so it leads against the Espeon. Okay, that makes sense.
Speedy can nail him with an Earth Power, but a critical hit Dark Pulse forces me to switch to Haymitch, who ultimately gets the KO. So second is the Psychic spamming Espeon, and my only chance here is to kill him with Peta's priority Sucker Punches.
Oh, can he do it?
Of course, 1 isn't enough for the KO, which is why the Rebellion's inaugural member is holding a Pataya Berry. A critical hit would have still easily gotten the kill, but Peta lives to see another day.
Oh my god, that's so strong.
Second Sucker Punch knocks out.
Yeah, well done! Okay, that's... Hey, I'm surprised. I don't think Ariados is going to do anything, and yet, yes, it does.
Espeon. Third is Flareon, who is simply one-shot by a Surf from Finnick, and fourth is Jolteon, who is completely walled by Wyrus. It seems our queen couldn't care less about Seiyou's double teams. The final Kimono sister is Kuni, whose Vaporeon can be a pretty tough nut to crack. His Surfs hit really hard, and access to Aurora Beam makes grass types generally unreliable, but thankfully Finnick can wall her and rip a few poison jabs to win us the battle. As a result, the sisters have deemed me worthy of meeting Johto's great protector Ho-Oh atop Bell Tower. 2 surfs from Finnick are enough for the KO, and all we gotta do
there
is
you go.
take
You
a
ain't no
tiny
poison type.
sacred fire.
Oh,
That's me risking Finnick to a critical hit for no reason. Well, never punished. After one last showdown with Snow, which is yet again...
Okay, wait, is this a gym battle? Oh, it's not. Battles with gym leader with the same amount of Pokemon. It's not a gym battle, though, unfortunately.
Wildly underwhelming.
Although, to be fair, this could still apply to Kanto, because if he goes to Kanto and he has 6 Pokemon, are there any Kanto gym leaders with 6 Pokemon? There might be?
We've made it to the Indigo Plateau.
Yeah, crit's double damage in this game. They nerfed crit in generation, what was it, 6? They nerfed crit in generation 6, and then they nerfed like the chance of getting a crit.
Left to do is dethrone Lance and rebuild.
Oh, yeah, Blue has 6 Pokemon. So if he goes into that battle with 6 Pokemon, then we get that spot.
The league from the ground up. It'll take my 6 strongest rebels. Maisley the Quillfish, Rue the Haunter, Lucy Gray the Weezing, Finnick the Tentacruel, Wyrus the Nidoqueen, and Beatty the Nidoking. Sadly, this means no PETA, but the boy has a future role to play, and we can't risk his death so close to the end. Even so, think of how far we've come.
Blue is a gym leader. He's the last gym leader of the game, actually.
Since Route 30. From struggling to defeat level 2 Pidgeys, all the way to now facing off against the strongest trainers in Johto. In a way, this all began with PETA, his will to survive. And without that early hard work, our rebellion would have never left Cherry Grove City. So for PETA, and of course for Katniss, let's do this.
For Katniss.
Will is our first mark, and without a way to stop Rue's Shadow Balls, victory is ours in 5 turns.
Jesus. He doesn't even need a Gengar. It's so funny. It just swept so easily and
convincingly. I don't understand
convincingly.
why he has 2 Zatus and 0 Giraffarigs, but I'm not...
Oh, Girafarig would make so much sense. It's a normal type 2, which is immune to, and it's not like Girafarig is too strong. It's normal, it's immune to Ghost, to be the perfect counter to Ghost types, and it's a freaking Gen 2 Pokemon. Why don't you have it? Why did they ruin? Well, not ruin, I guess just completely mess up on all of the important people's teams in this generation. I don't know what they were thinking.
Not a member of the Elite Four. Or am I? Koga is second,
Oh.
and though the
hell?
status-spreading ninja is normally a pain to deal with, he just really can't do much damage here. Beatty can one-shot Ariados, Venomoth, and Fortress with a flamethrower apiece. Lucy Gray walls Crobat and hits 2 Thunderbolts through a few double teams for a shockingly simple KO. Last then is Muck, and since he doesn't use Minimize...
Do you just get the extra Thunderbolt TMs by grinding on the, what was it, Voltorb Flip? Can you get Thunderbolt through Voltorb Flip?
On the switch to Beatty, maybe for the first time ever, we can get the kill with a single Earthquake to defeat the second member of the Elite Four. Bruno is third and largely sinless when it comes to the league's heinous evasion and status spam. The Beefcake prefers to just use brute force, and I'm happy to meet him where he's at. Let the record state that I've typed meat in the script as M-E-A-T.
Okay, so it's important to bring attention to that. Also, wow, that is a long
Because I
script.
called Bruno a...
Wait, does that mean we get a spoiler of what happens next? Oh my god, we get to see what happens. I can predict the future, chat. I know exactly what's gonna happen next. He's gonna call Hitmon top, Hitmon flop.
I have to meet in
I don't know why. I just feel like he's gonna
the
say
script
that.
as M-E-A-T because I called Bruno a beefcake. I might be the best to ever do it. Hitmontop eats an Earth Power before heading underground for a dig, which is possibly the worst place to be during an earthquake. More like Hitmon flop. Seriously, I'm the best to ever do it. That brings...
How did I know that, chat? How did I know that? Sometimes I just know things, and when I know things, they call me the Noah. Sometimes. And sometimes I don't know things.
Brings in Onyx, so another Earth Power is another easy kill. Third is Hitmonchan, and since he has Ice Punch, I ignore it and stay in to rip Earthquake number 2. It's not enough for the KO, but the king can easily tank an Ice Punch without a problem.
He's not gonna get freezed.
So once a few
Frozen.
more Earthquakes
Freezed?
post full restore take out Hitmonchan, Bruno brings in Hitmonlee, and he has significantly less defense than his punchy brother, which means yet another Earthquake brings our foe down to his final Pokemon.
Is this gonna be Deathless Elite Four?
That it's time
I think
to
it is
give
gonna
Beatty
be.
a break, so Maisley comes in on a cross chop and starts doing damage with Waterfall. Unfortunately, after 1, I need to switch to Wyrus, and with the rivalry nerf, she's barely doing any damage with Earth Power, though especially...
Oh, that is nothing. Oh, Rivalry is a bit wank, isn't it? Because you obviously can't control what you're going to be fighting against, and having a 25% nerf against a lot of
Defense
Pokemon
drop mitigates that problem by quite a bit. Even so, she needs the assist from Rue, who can swap in on a cross chop and finish the job with a single Shadow Ball.
Who needs Gengar?
Final
Not
member
this
of
guy.
the Elite Four is Karen. Normally, her Houndoom is really tricky, but Finnick serves as an excellent counter thanks to his high speed and exceptional special bulk. Instead, the main issue is Karen's Umbreon, who, like with 90% of the enemy trainers in this game, just loves abusing evasion strategies. BD is my strongest attacker, so I was hoping to tear through Umbreon with 2 Earthquakes while he wastes time using a Confuse Ray that would trigger our held Person Berry. But Earthquake is clearly not a 2-hit KO.
Oh my god, this thing, you're 6 levels above it as well, which is ridiculous. The levels aren't ridiculous. The fact that it did so little damage when you're 6 levels above it and its stab is ridiculous.
And Umbreon goes for a double team.
I guess Nidoking isn't necessarily the strongest Pokemon in the world, though.
Instead of a Confuse Ray. I decide to switch to Ice Beam here, since another Earthquake would simply cause Karen to use one of her full restores. Unfortunately, BD fails to lock in, and by missing 2 Ice Beams in a row, Umbreon...
Oh, that's tough. And it's only 1 double team as well.
Free to hit us with 2 Confuse Rays. So not wanting BD to hurt himself in confusion, I switch to Wyrus on a feint attack. She at the very least connects with a Limp Earth power before Umbreon sets up
wow, that really did nothing.
a second double team. So now
no.
all I need to do is connect with 1 more Earthquake. Frustratingly, we come in on a Confuse Ray.
Oh my god. Oh,
So
no.
I have to switch back out into Wyrus on a payback. I decide to spend a turn using Toxic Spikes to
Yeah, why not? You might as well.
hopefully bait a Confuse Ray on Wyrus, but Umbreon doesn't take the bait, opting instead for another payback. So now a switch back to BD sees him eating a soft feint attack, which finally gives him a chance to rip an Earthquake. That
And?
misses and lets Umbreon connect with yet another
Ah, this would actually boil my piss. I'd be so
Do you
annoyed.
see why the Johto League's gotta go? This is madness.
Yeah, we should kill them all. We should beat them with a
I
hammer.
switched to Wyrus on a feint attack, and then back to BD on another feint attack, but that triggers our poison point, which in most circumstances is great, but in
he's
this
gonna
one
heal now.
is terrible because the damage brings Umbreon into the red and causes Karen to heal with a full
dear.
restore. We are completely back to square one because BD then also misses another Earthquake.
Oh, it's a
At
heartbreaker.
this point, I'm starting to lose it. I'm letting my frustration get the better of me, and that is no way to win a Nuzlocke
Fair
or
enough.
lead a rebellion. Our next Earthquake connects as Umbreon sets up double team number 4. Then we miss another Earthquake, and Umbreon connects with a critical hit payback. That's what finally breaks me. I want this Umbreon dead, and in a fit of rage...
He shoots it with a gun. A real gun. An actual real gun. It uses bullets.
I blindly instruct BD to hit another Earthquake, one that does connect,
Oh, he's tilted. Oh, no.
but obviously fails to get the KO. So with one last payback,
No!
Umbreon kills BD, and I have no one to blame but myself.
No, the
Finnick
tilt.
comes in and manages to immediately connect with a Surf, so Umbreon finally falls,
Oh,
and
that's
the
a
rest of
heartbreaker.
Karen's
Nidoking's dead.
team soon follows.
That's 2 deaths. We just need 1 more for... Oh, we don't get Deathless Elite 4. No,
But
no.
to lose a teammate because I couldn't keep my cool? That's shameful, a disgrace, and one I'll need to live with for the rest of my life. Victory will mean nothing if I lose myself along the way. You deserved so much better, BD. Rest in peace. I've now got 5 teammates left.
That is a heartbreaker. Oh, at least we can still get 3
Deal with
Pokemon die.
Lance's-
And 2 Pokemon die in 1 battle.
6 flying types.
That might actually happen in the red fight, to be honest. We can either get Deathless Red or we get 2 Pokemon die in 1 battle. But we can get Deathless
And
Lance
if they
here.
all want to make it out of this in one piece, we're gonna need to get lucky. The good news is that Rue can immediately one-shot Gyarados with a Thunderbolt to even up the numbers. She also baits out Aerodactyl, the only one of Lance's Pokemon that Finnick doesn't outspeed. So instead, our answer is Little Lucky Maisley, who's holding a choice scarf. As she comes in, she tanks a soft crunch. But then my heart sinks as Aerodactyl lands the defense drop.
Nightmare.
Suddenly, all but ensuring my sweet Sardine's demise. The only thing that can save her now is a critical hit or a flinch from Waterfall.
Oh, go on. Go on. Go on,
But
please.
she doesn't get either.
No.
So Aerodactyl's super effective Thunderfang is
No.
a guaranteed kill. Like her namesake, Maisley never
No! Oh, that's so sad. That's 3 Pokemon die, but we're also locked out of Deathless Lance now too. Oh no.
But it was the only thing I could do. I bring in Tentacruel, anticipating that Lance will heal, and since he does, we're now free to take the kill with a Choice Specs boosted Surf. That brings in the first of the Johto Champions' 3 Dragonites, so now I gotta switch out. Wyrus comes in as Dragonite miraculously whiffs a Dragon Rush.
Oh, huge.
But on the
Massive.
following turn, he makes up for it with a critical hit.
No!
That Wyrus survives with a single hit point. Somehow she's lived. Though the thrills end there as our rivalry nerfed Ice Beam.
That's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. That was so close. That is ridiculous, but not as ridiculous as the amount of money you can save using code Patterrz at Gamersubs. That's right, you can use code Patterrz at Gamersubs to save on absolutely everything on the website. That's all the merchandise, the flavors, the drinks. I like the sploosh flavor. Maybe you like a different one. They have a lot over there. You should use code Patterrz, I'm just saying. Yo, Failure Extreme, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. Thank you, Failure Extreme. I don't think you're a failure. I don't think you're a failure at all. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted. She had a secret focus band she wasn't telling anyone about.
Game isn't even enough to bring the dragon into healing range. I mean, logically, the best thing to do is sacrifice Wyrus for a safe switch back into Finnick, but I don't want to do it.
Dude, crit KOs and 2 deaths in 1 battle. That'd be
Not
big.
after a 1
If he survived on 1 health point and stopped both of those from happening. That's, oh my
HP
god.
survival, I have to imagine there's a reason that Wyrus lived. Perhaps she has a greater purpose in the fights yet to come. So I switch to Lucy Gray, who dodges another Dragon Rush.
Oh, but if he'd stayed in, you just would have killed him.
Which is awesome. Lucy also dodges a Hyper Beam.
Oh my god, Lucy. Lucy, you're all over the place. You're slipperier than a soap.
Which is decidedly less awesome, because that would have granted us a safe switch to Finnick on the following turn. Now, the idea here was to hit Dragonite with a Flamethrower to bring him into healing range and provide Finnick with a safe switch that way, but Flamethrower does way less damage than I thought.
I think that's still healing range. I'm pretty sure healing range starts at... Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it needs like a couple more chips. A couple more points would have done it.
So I now just have to hard switch Finnick in on what ends up being another Hyper Beam that this time does connect.
At least it's not Dragon Rage.
With our phenomenal
Rush.
special defense, we shrug off the hit, and then Choice Specs boosted Ice Beams rip through not just this Dragonite, but his 2 siblings as well.
Huge! That's all you need is...
Leaving Lance with one last Pokemon, Charizard.
Okay, you pivot around, get back into the Tentacruel, use Surf, and it's a wrap.
So I switch back to Lucy Gray on a soft Dragon Claw. I then decide to stay in, which proves to be an entirely pointless risk as an Air Slash shoots Lucy Gray's health bar down to just 33 HP. Our Thunderbolt doesn't even do 50% in return, and unless we want a dead Covey on our hands, I gotta switch out. Finnick comes in and expertly tanks the Air Slash. So with one last Surf, Charizard
Alright,
falls.
good job. So we didn't get crit KOs, we didn't get 2 Pokemon die in 1 battle, but
defeating Lance
I don't know, we'll see.
Earning my team of Rebels a coveted spot in the Hall of Fame. By all accounts, I was the champion. The Rebellion had won and we could tear down the Johto League. But ordering that drastic of an action would require more than just the title of champion. To prevent backlash, retribution, insurrection, I needed respect. I needed to be considered the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time, and it needed to be indisputable.
The dictatorship can't exist if the people don't believe that you hold the power, after all.
Only way to do that is to beat Pokemon Trainer Red, which means that we need to beat the 8 gym leaders of Kanto. Fortunately, with our fairly robust type coverage, all but 3 of them are extremely straightforward. Janine, despite also sporting poison types, is a bit tricky since her Venomoth and her 2 Ariadoses all know Psychic. One could argue that spending a few minutes to get a Psychic spamming Venomoth of my own would make this fight easier, but I don't want to do that. Anyways, Finnick actually naturally outspeeds her lead Crobat, so 2 Ice Beams are enough to get the quick KO at the expense of a defense drop from Screech.
Finnick has been absolutely fantastic here.
The first area
I wonder what Ariados' big master plan is. Is it going to die against Red?
Ariados comes out next, and I was worried that she'd use a Psychic to trigger our held Pataya Berry, which is my strategy for the far scarier Venomoth. But because of the Screech, Ariados instead opts for a Poison Jab, which does do a shocking amount of damage before we can get the KO on the following turn. That then brings out Venomoth third, so I rip a Surf, which I'm devastated to find out does not two-shot. So now I gotta risk Rue, who's also holding a Pataya Berry, though a critical hit will still easily kill her. Fortunately, Venomoth opts for Sludge Bomb instead, probably as a result of some weird Tinted Lens AI, but
ooh, Tinted Lens is coming in handy though. That's quad resisted.
Since Rue actually quad resists the attack, she easily survives the hit and fires off a Psychic for the KO. Her Psychics also one-shot the second Ariados and Janine's Wheezing, so with that, victory
I'm impressed. Haunter is doing so much bloody good work here.
The next problematic gym leader, perhaps unsurprisingly, is Sabrina with her 3 powerful psychic types. Rue is
no Drapion on this. Oh, Drapion would have been perfect against this as
well.
well.
Fast enough to naturally outspeed Espeon and Mr. Mime, so with the choice specs, we can ensure 2 easy kills. But that still leaves Sabrina's Alakazam, who is faster, which means that this is a job for PETA. By holding another Payapa Berry, he can switch in on Psychic, and as
wait, is Sucker Punch gonna one-shot it?
He doesn't get nailed by a critical hit, he can take the clean KO with a super effective Sucker Punch.
I actually wonder what would have happened there if it did crit. Does he just lose? Because everything else would just die, right? Unless, Arbok can also learn Sucker Punch, maybe not.
Congratulations.
Wow, the one punch, man, Ariados? That's so impressive.
Your final job is done. Rest up, soldier. The third tricky matchup, as usual.
Oh, okay. We got Battle's gym leader with the same number of Pokemon. There we go.
Is Blue. He's got 6 Pokemon, all of which hit extremely hard. I lead with Finnick, who can chain kills against Exeggutor with Sludge Bomb and Rhydon with Surf. That then brings in Machamp, threatening with Earthquake, so I switch to Rue, who avoids the attack with her Levitate ability and then retaliates with a Psychic for the clean KO. Arcanine comes in fourth, so I switch back to Finnick on what I'm hoping is not a critical hit Flare Blitz. It does appear that Finnick would have just barely survived the crit, but an extreme speed would have then been enough to take the KO. Instead, Finnick is now free to get his own KO with another Surf, bringing in Gyarados fifth. I switch to Lucy Gray as Gyarados sets up an extremely scary Dragon Dance, but since we're holding a Choice Scarf and Gyarados has a minus speed nature, we actually
Scarf Weezing? I love that.
Still outspeed Blue's wannabe Dragon, meaning that a single Thunderbolt stops the Dragon Dance sweep before it even gets off the ground. So last is Pidgeot. Thunderbolt does over 50%.
Wait, why does the Gyarados have a negative speed nature? Is Blue stupid?
50%, but a Citrus Berry means that we're definitely not getting the KO with another one. And since Pidgeot's Air Slash lands a critical
oh my goodness
hit in return, I decide to just switch to Wyrus. She easily shrugs off an Air Slash before landing a depressingly weak Thunderbolt thanks to Rivalry, but in a way...
Rivalry has really just absolutely dumpstered this Pokemon this entire run. That is so sad. I mean, honestly, Rivalry with a male Pokemon is great. Yeah, there may be more male trainers than there are female trainers in this game. I'm not entirely sure. I think there are.
That ends up being a blessing in disguise. And
how many male versus female gym leaders are there? Faulkner male, Bugsy male, then Whitney female, then there's Morty, Chuck, Janine, Price, Claire. Okay, there's just more male gym leaders than our female gym leaders.
Out of healing range and ripe for a KO on the following turn. Just like that, we've snagged all 16 gym badges.
Bugsy uses female Pokemon? Oh, does he?
Yep.
But Bugsy is male. Yeah.
This is definitely the real power.
Bugsy is definitely like ambiguous, but I'm pretty sure canonically Bugsy is male.
Johto. After some training, where I find a shiny Psyduck.
Oh! I knew it! That's why I put it on the board! I knew it. I had to. You know what? The Red Gyarados didn't matter. Did not matter. They call me the Noah.
That we, of course,
please don't kill it. Come on, please. Oh my god, don't kill it. It literally dodged the Razor Leaf. It wants to live so bad. It wants to live. It wants to be alive.
That we, of course, kill.
But please don't kill it. Come on. You're hitting that one twice. It's a sign. It's literally a sign. It's a sign. Kill it. No, don't kill it.
That we, of course, kill. It's time to face off against Trainer Red at...
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That's a real heartbreaker, that is. And it's such a nice shiny, too. All right, how many bingos are we going to get in the red battle? If we get Deathless Red, then that is bingo. Deathless Red is bingo. But if we don't get Deathless Red, if we get, like, 2 Pokemon dying in one battle and crit KOs, that is not bingo. So, but if it's a not very effective move that crits and KOs, then, you know, that's bingo. So I don't know, there's different bingos that we could get here at the last battle.
The summit of Mount Silver. With just 6 Pokemon left, let's see if we've got what it takes. Red leads with Pikachu, so I send out Finnick, who gets a clean KO with a Surf.
Okay, all right. Good stop. Good stop for Deathless Red.
This brings in LaPra, who knows Psychic, but Finnick is bulky enough to survive a hit, so I stay in and nail our foe with a Sludge Bomb for solid damage before...
Wow, that didn't do much at all.
Psychic hacks away a chunk of our HP. Then I switch to Haymitch, who's been largely absent from this video, but a consistent teammate nonetheless. A Pyapa Berry, the run's quintessential item apparently, ensures that he survives a Psychic.
How do you get Pyapa Berries?
And take the second KO of the fight with a super effective Leaf Blade.
Nice. Wow. I'm surprised it even did that much damage, to be honest.
Charizard, so Finnick again takes the field. An Air Slash hits hard, but our Surf hits much harder, forcing Red down to his final 3 Pokemon.
Nice. All right, Deathless Red is looking good. That would be a bingo. I'm getting the gifted ready.
Snorlax is by far the bulkiest and scariest of his remaining teammates. I switch to Lucy Gray on a crunch that results in another defense drop. Nevertheless, I decide to stay in and trade off attacks. Though despite our
not very effective move KO and resisted move KO is the same thing. Oh, death through resistance. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize I put them down. That's so funny. None of us realized the whole time. It was just the same thing there. All right. Well, we are at the end of the video. I can't really change it now. So I guess that's just 2 bingo spots if that happens.
Defense drop. Snorlax appears to still see more damage with Blizzard. And while our Sludge Bombs do solid damage, this is clearly not a matchup we can win. So once Lucy Gray falls into the yellow, I make a bit of a gamble by switching to Rue, and it pays off immensely.
Wow! It went for Giga Impact. Instead of like a guaranteed Blizzard hit.
Avoids a Giga Impact. So this baits a Crunch, which grants a much safer switch to Wyrus.
That was a big gamble. I guess Crunch wouldn't have killed.
Who's now learned Super Power. With a held black belt, she's poised to get the clean KO here. This has always been her destiny. This is
no, but it's rivalry. It's rivalry. It's rivalry. Oh, it's not gonna... I know it's got a black belt, but with rivalry, it's not gonna...
survive Dragonite's critical hit Dragon Rush for this exact moment.
Oh no, it's not gonna do it.
Or so I thought.
Ah, rivalry, come again! Come on!
Never underestimate how terrible of an ability rivalry is. Now, Wyrus does dodge Snorlax's
Huge and necessary.
Blizzard, but Red is gonna heal, and with Superpower having dropped our attack, staying in would be stupid. So Haymitch comes in as Red heals Snorlax.
Oh, but Giga Impact is big though. Giga Impact is huge.
Leaf Blade does just a bit of damage before Snorlax rips another Blizzard, which leaves us in the red. Again, it might seem logical to sacrifice Haymitch here, but if there's even a chance that we can win this fight deathless, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, yeah, that's great for the bingo. I love that. That's great for the bingo.
Lucy Gray comes in on another hit and survives with 19 HP. At this point, Snorlax should now be completely out of Blizzard PPs, so I bring in Plutarch. With Giga Drain, he's able to stay relatively healthy as Snorlax is...
This is what Vileplume was made for.
Using random moves. Eventually, Giga Impact brings Plutarch down to just 67 HP, so on Snorlax's recharge turn, I make sure to use Moonlight. Then I switch to Wyrus on yet another Giga Impact, which brings the Queen down to 72
Oh my god!
But with that, we can finally take the KO with a superpower.
Woo! Yes! Alright, good job, Flygon.
So Blastoise comes in 5th. And though things seem dire, Finnick resists all 4 of our foes' attacks, and with Giga Drain, he can actually gain back more HP than he takes. Critical hit Focus Blasts notwithstanding. Just a few turns later, Finnick has KO'd Blastoise and gotten back over half of his health.
Just one left.
All that remains is Venus.
Oh, it's just a Venusaur left? Nah, they've got this.
So we stay in to rip a super effective Ice Beam for less than 50% before Sleep Powder lulls the team MVP into a deep slumber.
Yeah, that's tough.
You earned the rest, buddy. I switched to Plutarch on a Giga Drain, baiting either a Sleep Powder or Sludge Bomb on the following turn.
Oh, Sleep Powder works against grass types in Generation 4?
Since it's a Sludge Bomb, Plutarch nearly falls, but this ensures that we can get off an Acid for just a little bit more damage.
Wow, that really didn't do any damage.
Hopefully it's enough. Rue comes in on a quad-resisted Sludge Bomb, and then she rips a Psychic.
Come on, Rue!
Venusaur's HP bar drops from the yellow to the red, and finally to 0.
Yes!
We've done it! Venusaur...
We've done it! Deathless Red, and that is another bingo! Oh, I was worried for a second there. I was worried that wasn't going to be enough, but he's done it. Good job, Rue. Wow. Dude, Flygon is so good at Nuzlocke. It's ridiculous. I would not be able to do this. I'd be dying left, right, and center. I would have died 3 times over in this. I want to try doing monotype Nuzlockes, but after watching this, I'm like, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I'm smart enough to come up with all this stuff. I think I would lose easily. But thank you so much, Lizzie, for the gifted membership. Thank you, Eric, for the gifted membership. It's always important. It's always incredibly important to thank your gifters every time you see them, because they are what keeps the bingo going. And thank you, Bear, for the gifted memberships as well. Thank you very much indeed. They are very, very important. The bingo would not exist without them. But wow, what a
falls, winning us
what a run
against red, but the entire run.
Now what's the epilogue? How does Johto end up after this revolution?
The rebellion is over. Now that victory is ours, the real work begins. For Katniss, for Beatty, and for Maisley, it's now up to us to change things for the better. As always, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
That was great.
Or don't, I don't know, but stay tuned for more Nuzlocke
that was great.
videos.
I love these Nuzlockes.
Until then, remember to always play around the critical hit.
Always. It's very important. All right, brilliant. Thank you so much, Flygon, for another fantastic video. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, and thank you to all of the wonderful, wonderful gifters that we've had here today. There they are. There they are on the screen. The big thank you to all of the wonderful gifters. I wanted to do like monotype Nuzlocks, just to like see if I could do them, but I don't know. It might be quite hard. Might be a bit too hard for me, you know. Might be a bit too hard. Not really sure. Or like a bigger Nuzlocke kind of series where you go through a few games, because I've been wondering what to do since the Genlock ended. But I guess Legends EA is quite soon. Monotype Genlock, that'd be fucking... You know how hard that would be? I beat every Pokemon generation in a Nuzlocke with just one type. That'd be hard, that would be. That'd be really hard. But I kind of do want to try it, though. You know, I want to give it a go. Because if it works, then, you know, that's so good. I do. Oh, God. Do I try that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Legends EA releases on, well, for, you know, if you're Australian like I am, mate. If you're Australian like me, mate, then it comes on the 15th. Comes on the fucking 15th, mate, you know. Can you maybe do it with water? Yeah, I'd probably try with like what I thought would be the easiest one to do it with, which I think first off would be water. Because water is really, really good and diverse, and there's a lot of Pokemon that's a water type, but I don't know. Well, we'd see. All right. Well, shall we wrap it up there? I think that was absolutely fantastic. That was great. I hope that you enjoyed this stream. Again, everyone, thank you for all the love at yesterday's stream as well. Much appreciated. Much appreciated for that. And thank you so much for all the gifted love today. Jelton, thank you so much for the 35 months. No one is streaming right now, unfortunately. But I hope that you guys all have a fantastic day.